What's up, you guys? This is One Classic Gamer here, and it's time. It's time to play this game again. I have been talking about this game on and off, non-stop for the past 6 or 7 months or so, saying I was going to do a playthrough for it again on Nightmare difficulty, and honestly, I'm going to try to keep this short because I notice I have a habit of keeping these intros, I have a habit of struggling to keep these intros at a decent length and doing really long intros, and I kind of just want to get into the game, but this is a game that I've honestly been just very back and forth on whether or not I've been wanting to play through it again, despite the fact that I have been saying for the past however fucking long it's been that, I was going to do another playthrough for it. Honestly, at this point in time, I'm just so tired and ready to be done with my channel for a good long while, and I'm in a unique position that I am not usually in. I finished Spec Ops: The Line early, edited every single one of those videos, so for the next 2.5 weeks, that game is going to be my secondary playthrough. And ultimately, I'm deciding to do a playthrough for this game because news for the first DLC pack, which I promised you guys I would play, there was a little bit of a teaser on Twitter yesterday at the time of me recording this, and I'm not sure if they're going to be announcing it soon. I would love for them to, considering the fact that deluxe users who pre-ordered the deluxe edition paid for a DLC that they said would come out, at the end of spring, and it's about to be June, so I would love for them to announce it, and if they do, I guess I would just love to have this playthrough in place already so that by the time it comes out, I could just start playing it, and I won't have to worry about recording that much. I'm not going to obsess too much over getting this game, 100% or anything like that. I mean, that's probably a lie, but I'm not going to obsess too much over recording this game non-stop. I'm probably going to take a lot of breaks and not play as much as I usually do because I'm exhausted at this point, and I'm getting back into my work again, but I have 2 weeks and 2.5 weeks, give or take, essentially, to get this shit going already. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking and fucking up this intro, and we're gonna get into Alan Wake 2 Nightmare difficulty playthrough. We're gonna be doing the final draft. This came out, I believe, about a month after the game came out. So everyone else on planet Earth has played it, or everyone else who loves Alan Wake has played it. I have not played it, but yeah, without further ado, let's go. Nightmare difficulty.
Back to the beginning, with the memory of the past loop already fading fast. But while it lingers, I know there's hope. We're not doomed to repeat our failures in an eternal loop. This is a spiral. A fictional poet once said, "Beyond the shadow you settle for, there is a miracle illuminated. I will not settle for a shadow. I'll find the miracle through the night." It's not just victims and monsters. I see now there are heroes as well. We can find our way through the darkness. We will break through the surface. We will emerge into the light.
Dialogue. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. I put the nudity filter on, thankfully, so we don't have to see this guy's ass anymore. We're back here again, repeating the spiral. Oop. Oh, poppin'. Just gonna try to ignore that.
Can you hear me? Already gone.
You two. Poking your noses where they don't frickin' belong. How do you run again? I totally forgot. The game's gonna teach me in a sec how to do it. Alan Wake 2, where have you been? What have you been up to? Talking to a video game like it's an actual, like, long-lost friend. Or something. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Jesus. Ooh, boy. Man, the voices. They're creeping me out. Here we go. Oh yeah, I forgot that the sprint button sucks in this game. And you don't even go that fast. Oh shit. Dude, the detail in this game is astounding. I must say. Oh boy! Ah! And we're down. You bitches! You shot me! No!
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Alright, now hold on a minute. I paid for the extra deluxe stuff, so I'm wondering if there's any way I can enable my new outfit, but I guess I can't. Alright, whatever. Back to the game, I guess. Gameplay assist. I don't need any of that shit. I'm not a baby, okay? This ain't my first rodeo.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Quit your... Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
Those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan?
federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Oh. We could have skipped that? What?
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Alright, bring me to my mind place. Come on. Why can't I go to the mine place? Are they gonna let me go to the mine place?
I need to think through the facts of the case.
Here we go.
The mine place. My version of the mine palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the mine place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Do we already have everything? Hold on a minute. I want to see... It seems like they're starting us off with some things that we already got in the previous game. Like, we already got all this stuff. We don't have the... We're missing the one artist, obviously. Maybe we'll get that in this mode. Alright, I need to stop stalling, because this is like one of the slowest parts of the game right here, the very beginning.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Okay. Got it. Got it. You're now free to navigate the case board or leave by pressing... Okay, I know. We have to talk to someone for this. Do we have to talk to him to get that?
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell him about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I wanted to try to see what happened if I left him there, but I'm assuming we have the clue now there, right? What? So did we not have to talk to him? What? I am, like, struggling to remember this game again, like, re-remember it. And it hasn't even been that long, but I've been through some shit with the other games. I've been through a whole ass journey. Alright, can we run, please? I want to get through this.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson. Whoa.
All jokes aside, I am excited to be back into this again, you know? I don't know if we have to, like, analyze the clues. But I already know what to do at this point. This part's really easy, you know? This game has an insane intro and then slows down for a good, like, hour.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
I like nature. What's your deal with nature?
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
It's not one to swap. No, still not getting it. Try explaining it one more time.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
What's that a clue for? Oh no, we don't need that. Oh my god, I'm already being bad with the light conservation. Forgot about that as well, that there are batteries in this game. Like Outlast or something.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Can we talk to him? No? Okay. Can we talk to Casey?
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
You're gonna see me do that a lot
Body is positioned on the table.
in this game.
Ritualistic.
Walk up to people as if there's dialogue, because one of the things I noticed that really bugged my OCD when I first beat this game was I was missing a ton of clues on the case board. Not saying I'm gonna get them all in this run, but we'll see, you know? Right. Clues.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Okay. Let's get to work. The victim. Thornton victim is Robert Nightingale.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
This tripped me out the first time I discovered this.
This mug always cheers me up. My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic. If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softie Casey is. Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
Didn't mean to cut her off. I never like doing that in games. But... yeah. Sorry!
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no...
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Alright, so I guess we can call that a case closed. Previous murders. What have I missed out on here? I'm wondering what I missed out on. Whatever, I don't care.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
He said control, guys. I found a manuscript page that I feel like I missed out on the first time.
Saga bent down to inspect the body on the table. Somehow it felt familiar. The straps, the heart, the mutilated corpse laying on the rain-soaked wood. Like deja vu. She chased the source of the feeling. Found nothing. None of the victims from her past cases resembled this one. It didn't feel like anything from her past. More like something from a dream. From a life she could barely remember. Maybe one that wasn't even hers. Then the feeling passed. Like a shadow in the trees shifting with the wind. Saga blinked, shook the feeling from her head. She turned her focus back on the work. There was a lot to do. In case the deputy were watching her, she had a feeling this would be an exciting case.
Dude, I think that's a final draft manuscript page. That's really interesting. I don't think that was in the original game, like the OG game.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Alright, give me a sec. I just want to make sure that we're not missing anything, you know? Oh yeah, that was a unique, that manuscript page, I don't think I could really tell right now. I don't care right now. I think that was a unique, final draft related manuscript page there. I forgot that there were going to be new manuscript pages. Oh, the door unlocking animations. I forgot about that.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
I'm not going to spoil the story for those of you who don't know. I know what happens, so I kind of have a little bit of knowledge and foresight there. Is that a page I see?
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
What is this? Where is... Oh, this is what they were doing before, I think. Kind of fantastical. Okay. Interesting. Alright, moving on. I don't think I saw that before.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
What in the hell?
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Hi there.
Is that Rose? No, it's not.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Oh, that's rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it in Coffee World. Get it where you can. Get it now.
Jesus, Charlie.
This was not in the original game. I'm kind of blown away that there have been...
Man, it is sweaty in these suits. Isn't it? Charlene, are you as comfortable as I am?
You don't think the amount of hot, caffeinated beverages you've downed has anything to do with it?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in hell. Swamp Ass City.
Change of topic, please.
I'm surprised that they've added as much new stuff as they have. It's kind of cool.
Oh dear. Cute.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay, let me just get it out there. I'm going to try to play this game in a quicker way than I did my first time around, but I'm also going to listen to what the characters have to say and still let everything play out, because I want to do that for you guys who have not seen my original playthrough and are just jumping into the story. So Yeah, figured I would mention that. I should have mentioned that during the intro, but whatever.
That happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Okay. Whatever, man. Fuck you. We completed this, right? Yeah, we did. I am being way too obsessive right now. Just stop.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree. The cult of the tree. Cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
But it's still a crime! They should be persecuted.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Okay.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Freaking Rose, always up to some shit. Like, what is her deal? Can we talk to her? Nope. Wait, we can!
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
I think you have to talk to the characters initially during when those prompts first come up in order to trigger the clues, which means I may have missed one.
Can't dwell on it too much.
I may have missed one in chapter 1, and if I did, then I'll probably just go back and do it, you know?
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Is there anything we could do in the mine place? Yes, there is. Ah, we found the clue!
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Awesome.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down. Right.
Alright, let's go. I need to remember that I'm skipping dialogue whenever I go into the mine place. And I don't like cutting the characters off. That's why you don't hear me talk during the cutscenes.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
How are you?
We're going here, right? No, we're going over here. How did you guys get all the way over there without me noticing? What the hell?
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
He said in the manuscript page, or in the profiling, I carry his words close to my heart. That's fucking trippy.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Nah. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? Same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Look at our health.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. go.
Vanished.
Woo! I'm gonna listen to this song because I need a bit of a breather after that. And yeah, that's officially the end of this part. Next time on Alan Wake, we will be doing the next chapter. So enjoy the music.
Calling secrets from your crystal heart.